Hello, and I am Screaming, and today I'm reading more Reddit. Today is Polyamory, as it is such a good one. The struggle is real. Our relationship has been open from day one. I have a weird history with cheating in relationships that I have been involved in, and also my parents' relationship was a sham of a monogamous relationship. In short, I just don't trust monogamy. My nesting partner, Plum, of about 5 years, has been dating Apricot close to 6 months now. I had previously expressed discomfort in how close Plum and Apricot were getting, but a few weeks ago Plum told me that they were planning a trip with Apricot. I completely lost it. I had a full meltdown, lashed out, was the worst version of myself. I felt like I was losing my partner, and my life was falling apart. I was going to be replaced. Since me lashing out over the news of the trip, my partner has been withholding from me. I am trying too hard. Watching YouTube videos on polyamory, I've read more than two, and nearly finished with Ethical Slut. I will 100% admit that I was naive and poorly educated in what I agreed to with our relationship, but that doesn't mean it's not for me. I am trying and learning to put a name to concepts. Polyamory is not an open relationship. I struggle with jealousy, but I am trying. Our relationship was not perfect, but things that were called out by my partner, I have been working on. This limbo land, this uncertainty, is breaking me. I just want to be close to my partner and have things fall back into a new normal, but she won't budge. I fear that I have lost her. She acknowledges the new relationship energy, but I just want a piece of her, and she is withholding all of herself from me. I am trying. Is the relationship just over? Oh god, how to even start unpacking this? Who would have thought that even if you agreed to polyamory, or sorry, an open relationship, that you would eventually feel like you were being replaced? Like you would eventually get jealous of another person that you allowed your partner to see. And also, okay, my name is Carly here, male to female. And I can't help but feel that, femcel energy from, sorry. I just want a piece of her, and she's withholding all of herself from me. I'm trying. Is the relationship just over now? Again, who would have thought that opening a relationship meant they were likely going to find someone else that they also liked? And why even agree to that then? If you're just that desperate? I'd just like to acknowledge this sentence here of I have a weird history with cheating in relationships that I have been involved in. What does that mean? Does that mean you've been cheated on a lot? Or does that mean you've been cheating on people? Because that's how it sounds. I have a weird history of cheating, with cheating. I have a weird history with cheating. Of cheating? You have a history of cheating? What do you mean with cheating? And now, again, you're getting replaced and now you're feeling it. And you had a full meltdown, lashed out, was the worst version of yourself. The really vague, which I mean, you really shouldn't be putting all of your life or relationship onto Reddit. You shouldn't have had your relationship so open in the first place, let alone bring it on the internet to be open with it here. But that's such vague speaking. What'd you do exactly, sir? Had a full meltdown, lashed out, and now she doesn't. You want a piece of her, and she's withholding all of herself from you. What did you do? Yeah, missing crucial details here. You've been poly with your partner of 5 years from day one. You've been open with your partner of 5 years from day one. but not poly. When did the transition from open to poly happen? How many other relationships have you been in up to this point? There was never transition. Communication has been lacking, admittedly, by both of us. I have not had other relationships, just other people and a date or two. She has dated other people. This is the first time that anything has been serious. They are in love with each other. What exactly were your relationship agreements? Because it sounds like you wanted a rule prohibiting romantic relationships, i.e. not polyamory. I don't want rules. This is something that I'm working towards and figuring out. I did not handle my emotions well when I felt like I was losing her. Does that mean you didn't have any agreements about what was okay and what wasn't okay? You just had a quote-unquote open relationship and called it a day? Had you ever explicitly discussed the possibility of having other romantic relationships? What do you mean by withholding herself? What do you mean by you just want a piece of her? What does that mean? What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with you? What won't she budge on? If someone had a meltdown and treated me unkindly when they picked an argument, I'd need some distance to recover. Parentheses, non-violent communication is non-negotiable for me. I vet for that. That's kind of implied. It's sad when you have to kind of specify it. Depending on the severity, I might be reconsidering a relationship that is a red flag for me. It doesn't sound like you were ready for full polyamory. It's great that blah, 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 blah. We don't get to demand people feel safe with us after we've acted poorly or get over our actions on our timeline. Whether repair is possible depends on both of you. What steps have you taken except educating yourself? She isn't withholding anything, because for someone to withhold something from someone else, the latter person needs to be entitled to it. Yeah, that's the big thing of like, what do you mean by this? Handling new relationship energy while struggling with another partner. My partner of 9 months and I have been struggling for the last 2 months. This person has a lot of trauma, and lately we've been having a lot of conflict and repeated conversations about the relationship. Like 2 to 3 hour phone calls after work several days a week. It feels like our honeymoon portion is over and it's becoming a lot of emotional labor. Meanwhile, I've been seeing someone for about 3 months who is a lot more fun-loving and easygoing. I'm having trouble not just fully leaning into the new connection and its new relationship energy. It's nice to be able to spend time with someone in an uncomplicated way. Last week, I told my partner of 9 months that I needed some energetic space after so much conflict and processing, and he thought that I was not prioritizing our connection. I just needed a little breathing room. I wasn't with my other partner. I guess I'm wondering if folks have any suggestions. I'm trying really hard to hang in there and see if my partner of 9 months and I can get past this power struggle phase, but the connection has not felt rewarding or like it's flowing well lately. I'm trying not to monkey branch to someone else, but I feel like it feels that way to him because I asked for space. What exactly is the conflict all about? Personally, if such a new relationship is exhausting all the time, I'm definitely considering if we're compatible or not. It's a very long, complicated post here, and I want to be somewhat vague about the details just in case you were see the post, but basically he has had severe caffeine and nicotine addictions and needs heat frequently. He also has a ton of medication that needs to be taken care of for chronic pain. We were getting lost in bed and in conversation for hours, and he was forgetting to eat and take substances he needed. This led to some really intense meltdowns and dysregulation episodes. I talked to him about seeing what we could do differently going forward, and while he recognizes it's his responsibility to get up and get things done, get the things he needs, he thinks my needy inner child has been blocking him from doing so. Over a series of convos, he said that he's more emotionally mature than I am and has sort of doubled down on this point. He said that I need to accept that fact or we should not continue with our relationship, and I'm feeling incredibly hurt by the fact that someone would say something like that to their partner. I asked him not to say it again, and he agreed, then bringing it up the next time we hung out. It's all very strange, and now it feels like we're just fighting over every single thing. He thinks my needy inner child. He said he's more emotionally mature than I am. Run. I don't know, I assume there's issues all around. When reading polyamory, you have to just assume there's personality issues and problems everywhere you turn. Everyone here also has issues. I hate not knowing the details, because, you know, it's always relevant if this is male or female. Just like in the other one that, oh, I just need a piece of her. I have to wonder if some of the, because I could see this being a trans man. It could also be the sort of man that is polyamorous. Yeah, be careful about, oh, I'm seeing someone for 3 months and it's going so well. Because it was going so well for the first 7 months. Yeah, if he's just got issues because he just liked energy drinks and coffees too much, and he needs to eat that, yeah, that's on him. You're too needy, I'm forgetting things. I don't even know what to say to some of these people besides, like, I don't know, break up with everybody? Break up, and then just find people that would care enough about you to stay with you. One-on-one, you can't have that history of, oh, well, they kind of dated other people, and so did I, but it didn't kind of work out, so now we're just staying together as a single couple. No. Now you know neither of you respect each other. Speaking of respect, partner not respecting boundaries? This will be a hot mess, and I'm looking for gentle feedback. Please be kind. Backstory. My partner and I have been together for 4 years. Women-loving women relationship. Such a fucking mouthful. A lesbian relationship, assumedly. At the beginning of our relationship, I brought up the idea of being open, but it did not go anywhere at the time. A few months ago, my partner brought the idea back up and we agreed on to open the relationship. Hookups only, nothing emotional or long-term. This is not my first open relationship, but it is for my partner. She ended up meeting someone, and it has progressed to the point where it is emotional. They have been speaking to each other and hooking up for over a month now. She has told me she loves this person. I've asked her multiple times to stop talking to this person. According to my partner, they are now just friends. I am still not comfortable with it due to how quickly their feelings developed, and I have expressed my feelings about that. Now she's saying I'm controlling her. Says I can't tell her who she is allowed to talk to, and she's going to be friends with this person no matter what I say. Am I really being unreasonable? We started therapy, and our therapist says she can see both sides of our argument. I feel like I'm going to rip my hair out if this continues. I will also mention we are foster parents with foster children. If we break up, the children will go away. That's just kind of how it works when there's a big relationship change. Breaking up is not in the cards for me right now. If my partner decides to leave, then I guess we will deal with that when the time comes. Oh no, not the children. For a few reasons here. So I assume you've at least had the kids for, you know, up to 3 years. Probably up to 2. I don't know, they might have just seen a lesbian couple and threw a bunch of children at them. You know, how like, humans treat birds. It's like, here, have an egg. We know you couldn't have one. You will raise this. I love all this. I love seeing women's behavior when also dealing with other women, because it doesn't really change that much. You're controlling me. We're just friends. We're just friends. I'm gonna be friends with who I want. That's what you get for opening it up. You should have maybe been a little worried when they brought it up. Because if they said no the first time, what changed between now and then that makes them think other people in the relationship would be nice for them? When the relationship started, they had standards, and you weren't gonna fuck around on them. But now maybe they decided, like, you're not the only person they want, and exclusivity isn't that important for them. The therapist can see both sides of our arguments. Ugh. I can't get over the foster children. Listen, would I be out of line if I asked if they were white? Not because I want them to be white. I'd love to hear. I would love to hear that this lesbian couple that's having relationship issues and having problems and maybe might lose the children they've adopted. This proud lesbian couple, proud poly lesbian couple. I would love to hear that they have a bunch of foster children of color. I'm just curious. For no reason. I'm just a little curious. That's all. I don't want them to be any specific color. I'm just curious because we're always missing so much context. Always missing so much context. Like, you know, how old are both of you? How well has this relationship been going? Like, we don't know like how your arguments go. We don't know if you agree with your guys' in-laws. We don't know if there've been any sort of issues in the relationship. We just need some context here, but who's shocked that this lesbian polyamorous relationship with these adopted children has this woman a little stressed? If I were her, I'd be screaming.